All right, let's stand nice and tall. Good morning. Let's lift back and forth onto our toes and back onto our heels. All right, we're gonna just really connect here. So this is really press in with our feet. I just really want you to roll out to the sides. I want you to roll back in. Just really want you to plant that connection. So I really want you to be mindful as you roll out and inward. And then really root your feet down. Spread your toes, lift them wide. Make a firm foundation as we're standing grounded in our Tanasana mountain pose. So we have energy points. There's 108 energy lines and pressure points within the body. They're all very synergetic. They're intelligent. They connect within, and they're connected to different systems within our body. They almost have like their own little brains. And there's 7 main ones within our body that are known as the chakras. And there's one that goes 12 foot down into the earth below our feet, and 12 inches up over, 12 inches and 12 inches up over our head. And these energy points kind of affect in how we feel. They like you can feel into our bodies. We can press into our bodies. We can feel those energies. And so we're just going to work just being intentional, as each practice is intentional, but this practice is going to be really about intending to align in those chakras. So we're going to just energetically just press into the earth. So as we stand nice and tall, spreading those toes, really press in. The first connection is going to be grounding into the earth. Just feel that connection. It's about finding unity and connection. This split in this space, in each little chakra center, energy center we're going to connect into, we're going to just be filled in that conscious collectiveness of love and gratitude. So as we pull that energy up, pulling those kneecaps up, the first at the root chakra is at the perineum, at the spinal, and just lifting and engaging in that space. And this space is our survival. It's our security. It's the stability. So in this place, just feeling it's the color red. Each one resonates with the color. And so just maybe visualize that and feeling I am safe and I am protected and loved. Take a big inhale through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. And then our next one's going to be right about 2 inches below our belly button, just right at our little abdominal area. And in this space, this is going to be cultivating it helps with our digestion. Our digestive organs are all in this space in our tummy. And this is our passions and our desires and our fantasies, our sexuality organs into our soul is right connected into this space. Just feel I'm creative. I'm open to endless possibilities. And then drawing up into our solar plex, it's the color yellow, and in this space of our free will, that intuition, just that feel that right there of that free will. Breathing in, feeling empowered and transformed in this space. And then at our heart center, it's green. And in this space, just feeling motivated by love with serenity, calmness, and passion and acceptance. In our throat is blue. It's purity in our vocalization, that we can speak our truth and communicate. Just feeling that we have that voice. And then up into our pineal gland, right here at our third eye, in between the brows. It kind of locates, actually, the pineal gland is known as a pine cone shape. It's the size of maybe of a rice grain. And it's back like behind our throat and between our head, just back into that, in that brain center. And that's where our intuitive comes. that awareness, that consciousness resides back in there. And then into our crown, and that's indigo color. And our crown is violet. It's our connection in between the physical body and the spiritual body. It's that state of enlightenment. And then just 12 inches out of the body, in this realm out here, in the ethers, it just is where this kind of covers over us. It's almost like egg shape because it connects all the way down to the earth and out around, and that golden white light. And this is our space where we're dwelling in God, in communion and unity. It's like our halo. Just feel just covered in this space, feeling grounded and protected, loved and liberated, having that sense of calming peace within us. So coming back to the root, we're going to grab into our mudra. So each one we're going to do a mudra really quick. So our thumbs are going to connect. Fingers come out and they just draw inward. So if you can see, just our not thumbs, our pinkies, I know my fingers, our pinkies connect, and just pull it in at your hips and hold. And then just infusing with love and gratitude into that root chakra at the perineum, at the base of our spine, in that area, in that region. And then you're just going to clasp your ring fingers together in the same way your pinkies are. Keeping the pinkies together, now just adding on to those ring fingers and pulling in at that navel. In this space, just feeling all our passions and desires being able to ignite in divine right order and divine right timing, and trusting in those, knowing that we deserve to have, it's our birthright to be joyful. And in this space, just feel love and gratitude for your fantasies, for your dreams, for your hopes, for your visions, for your desires. And then take your middle fingers and do the same thing, clasp them together. Again, pulling up at the solar plexus, having that determination and willingness. This is where we show up, make things happen. And then coming to our heart with prayer hands, feeling the space of surrendering and that space of love and gratitude. Then up to our throat, open up into the lotus, where the palms press in together, the pinkies and thumbs press in together, and the fingers flower out. And then our throat, just open expression. We are able to speak our truth with love and kindness. And then clasping the fingers, and then thumbs draw across and making a little steeple. So the index fingers shoot out, and it's like a little unicorn coming out at the third eye. And then this space, just really charge through that inner connectiveness and this intuitiveness and enlightenment as we reach the same mudra on top of our head. Feeling that conscious awareness as we embrace unity, shoot those fingers all the way up and clasp all fingers together with the palms out wide. So fingertips all press in. It's almost if you're in prayer, but then the bottom portion of your hands open up. So there's a little halo up over your head, and just feeling that golden white light shooting down around the body, just feeling safe, loved, and protected, in harmony and unity with the divine. And then go ahead and release those arms down, fingers spread wide, standing connected right here in this space with love and gratitude. And then go ahead and bring your hands back to heart, and we'll go ahead and begin our journey on our mats. Let's go ahead, take a big inhale, lift, feeling balanced, centered and whole. Let's exhale, fold. Lift your heels, shake your head. So just intentional with our connectiveness throughout the energy points in our body. Just staying connected to the breath, because that breath, remembering those 8 limbs through our breath and our movement, our concentration, our meditation, and our unity. So we practice in with our lifting up halfway, drawing navel in. As we practice in our flow, we engage that unity a little deeper. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift. And then widen your feet to the edges. Keep those hands onto your knees. And we're going to be a standing cat and cow. So roll the pelvis under, chin to chest, round, tuck it all in, and then come back to neutral. Really press, arch, deepen, and then tuck it under, chin to chest, round it, and then come back. And then flow, just rounding, tucking, and then moving back and forth, rounding, tucking, and moving back and forth. Exhales you round, inhales you come neutral, exhales you round, inhale, come neutral. Just a couple more. And your last one, tuck it, hold it, and then walk those fingers down. Feet are still at the edges of your mat. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow and sway side to side. And then hold it center. Take your hands out into your mat, heel to those feet, back together. One more time, lift up halfway. Lift in the back of those hamstrings, navel to spine, and then exhale, fold. Step it back to our first downward facing dog. Starburst those fingers wide, grip with your fingers. Suction cup the center portion of your hands. You grip in those fingertips, press into those palms, and then press back, elongate the arms, tailbends to the sky. You may still have a bend in your knees here as you're warming that body up, getting nice and long through the arms and the spinal column. As you lift in those hips, lengthening those legs, you begin to straighten. This is our first expression of our down dog, so you may feel a little tight at first, and it's okay. If you can't get your heels to the mat, that's quite all right. But wherever you are, you can begin to pedal those heels, shake your head, and find some movement. We are all just energy vibrating together into matter to have a life experience. Atoms come together, they vibrate into molecules, and these molecules go ahead and they create this chemical reaction. And those chemicals create cells, and those cells create tissues, and those tissues create us. We are a beautiful expression. Just hold in your down dog. We are divine. We are beautiful. We are fearlessly and wonderfully made. Embrace your essence. Feel it within. Feel that synergistic balance, that homeostasis within. And then go ahead and roll yourself out to plank pose. Tap your knees down to the mat and then extend your heels right back. Just tap it down and extend, tap it down, extend. Make sure your shoulders and wrists are in alignment. Just tap your knees and extend it back. If you find it too much doing both at the same time, you need assistance. You can always alternate if you need to keep one knee down with a long spine. 4, 3, 2, last one. And kick those heels back, long spine, or if you need those knees, you can find them. Make sure you're pressing in and rounding into the upper portion of your back. Tuck your pelvis under. Lift your hips just a little bit. Squeeze, breathe, shift your weight forward. Gazes over the nose of your mat. And then press it back, downward facing dog. And then roll it back out. Then lift it back up. Then roll it back out. Then lift it back up. Roll it out and lift it up. One more. Roll it out. Hold it. Elbows tuck in. Shift your weight forward. Come all the way down onto your abdominals. Glue your toes to the mat. Zip through your thighs. Fingertips, you're going to reach them out. And you're just going to lift as you press in, and you're going to lift. Lift, lift, lift. Hold. As you press in deep in those fingertips, just hold. Now widen your legs. And you're going to lift up those thighs. Lift them up that way to beat your heels together. Just beat the heels together as your thighs are lifted. Arms are long. Very gentle on your mat. Beat the heels. Lift the thighs. You got 8 more. You got 7 more. You got 6 more. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2, and your last one. Keep them open, lift the thighs, reach the arms, lift and hold. And now lower down and lift it up. lower down, and lift it up. Lower and lift, 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 lower. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And your last one, lift it up, hold it. Hold, 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 lifting those thighs. Now bring the arms together, feet together, and then open back up. Together, apart, together, apart, together, apart, together, apart, together, apart, together, apart. You got 8, you got 7, hang in there. You got 6, you got 5, you got 4, you got 3, you got 2. Last one together, lift them up, hold it, breathe for 4, 3, 2. Release, hands down, glue those toes to the mat, zip through your thighs, and press upward facing dog. Check in on your knees first, then when you're ready, pop those knees off if you can, get a little deeper into that back bend. We press into those arms, shoulders, and wrists line up. Spine is long, neck is aligned. Really press in, deepen. And then little tricep dips. Press it back to activate those arms. Press in, elbows tuck back. Press in for 8 more, 7 more, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And your last one, press it, press, hold for 4, for 3, for 2. Lift your hips downward, facing dog. Woo! Pedal your heels, shake your head. And hold in your down dog. Walk your hands back to the back edge of your mat. And then squat into your thighs. Press in, deepen. Feel that fire charge into those thighs as you get a little deeper. Tabletop your back. If you can't get your fingertips all the way down, you can imagine you have your hands there. Again, remember, imagery is just as powerful as we set our intentions. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2, and your last one, sit deep, hold, lift your chest, hands, prayer, roll your pelvis under, sit deep into that chair pose. So your hands are in prayer. Make sure your knees do not go over your toes, booty goes back, and then just tuck it under. Long spine. Reach those arms up, shoulder blades down and back. Breathe in and breathe out. Just feel that connection within. Feel that homeostasis, that equilibrium of balance, calminess and serenity within the body, within the cells, within our tissues, with our ligaments, joints, and tendons, within all of our glands and organs, within our blood system, within our mind, within our soul. And then bring hands to heart, sit deep, lift tall. We're gonna flow. Sit deep, lift tall. Let's get that body active. The system's flowing. Feel all the little sparks of intelligent design within our body, vibrating with optimal health. Very healthy, radiant. Feeling alive. From that life vitality with longevity. Again, it's about being intentional. So setting that intent, that impression within, starting with the atoms, working into the molecules, making that chemical compound that registers into our cells and our tissues throughout our entire body. Doing that into the collectiveness of our wholeness. I am healthy. I am whole. My vitality, my well-being. Breathe in, breathe out. Give me 8 more, 7 more, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one. Lift it up, lengthen, really reach. Exhale, fold. Walk it out. Plank pose. Shift your weight forward, high in those toes or on those knees if you need to. Elbows rotate inward. Chaturanga, hover, hold. Shoulders and elbows line up. Chest and tummy don't hit the floor. Then flip those toes upward, facing dog. Push up, if it's an option. You don't have to add the push up. Just an option to give yourself a little more oomph into your practice. Take a big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Lift the heels, gaze between your hands, and little pulses into your thighs as we prep to get ready for our first little step or hop to the top of our mat. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2. Your last one, squat nice and deep. Take a big step or hop to the top. Take a big inhale, lift. Find that chair. Sit deep into that chair. Hold into your chair. And then as you're here, sitting deep, lift the heels. Balance in your balancing chair. Sit a little deeper. Reach those arms. Make sure that pelvis is active at that pelvic floor, engaging that root lock at the perineum, through the sphincters. Drawing navel back towards the spine, lifting through the sternum, shoulders are down, chin is in. Being mindful, there's energy locks. Internal mudras. They help with our balance, as well as our vision, that focal point, the distry. Just find that balance right here as you sit and hold in balancing chair. If you got another inch to give, go ahead and give it. Then hands to heart, heels come down. Big inhale, lift. Hands to heart. And then reach up, lengthen nice and deep, and take your left hand to your right wrist. Exhale over. Just side body stretch. Gaze up through your right armpit. So you hinge over, keep your feet rooted to the mat. And then lift up tall. And other side, clasp with that wrist. Exhale over. Breathe in. Breathe as you reach, reach, reach. Hinging to the side, gaze up through that left armpit. And then lift up. And then exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step back, downward, facing dog. Hold in your down dog. Then bring it out to plank. Shoulders and elbows line up. Elbows tuck in. Shift your weight forward. Slowly chaturanga, hover, hold. And then push up, downward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Lift your heels, squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair, lift your heels, balancing chair, hold. Reach those arms, sit nice and deep. Heels come down, hands to heart, lift up, exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward facing dog. Roll it out to plank, shift that weight forward, elbows tuck in, chaturanga, hover, hold. Then roll it upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Walk it to the back of your mat. Sit deep in your chair, hands prayer. Reach up nice and tall, lengthen, exhale, fold. Walk it out, plank pose. Shift your weight forward, elbows tuck in, chaturanga, roll upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Lift the heels, squat into your thighs, take your gaze between your hands, take a big step or hop to the top. Lift tall, find your chair, hands prayer, lift the heels, balancing. Hold it, reach those arms, sit a little deeper. Hands come to heart, heels come down, lift it up, exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward, facing dog. Roll it out to plank and chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Walk it back. Sit deep. Hands prayer into chair. Hold it, reach those arms, sit a little deeper, hands to heart, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, fold, walk it out. Plank pose. Chaturanga upward, facing dog. Check in with yourself. Anytime you need to take a break, you can do everything on your knees as well. I know it's not easy. Let's meet in down dog. Lift the heels, squat in your thighs. Step up to the top. Lift it up one more time. Chair pose, hands prayer, lift the heels, balance. Breathe, extend the arms, squat a little deeper. Hands to heart, heels come down, lift up. Exhale, fold, monkey pose. Step it back, downward dog. Roll it out to plank, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Walk it back. Sit deep, hands prayer. Reach those arms. Hands to heart, lift up tall, exhale, fold. Walk it out. This time when you come all the way out, I want you to come all the way down. Open those arms and legs nice and wide. 5-pointed star. Fingertips press in. Lift those thighs and lift. Lift, 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 lift. Chest is lifted a little higher. Thighs lift a little higher. Make sure you can lift that chest. Very light on those fingers. Try to engage the back to do the work. As you lift, lift, lift. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Lift, hold. Beat those heels together. Lift, lift, press, press, press. Keep them lifted. If you want to lift those arms, activate the back. Squeeze in. So those heels beat. Breathe in. Breathe out. You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. Open up. And then together. Apart, together, apart, together, apart, together. And reach and pull. Forward and back. You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. Last one together. Lift it up. In the center. Everything's lined up. Lift, lift, lift. And then release it down. Press it upward. Facing dog. Little tricep dips. Press them back. Press them back. Dip down. Breathe in. Keep your neck aligned with your spine. Gaze forward. Don't shrug in your shoulders. You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. And 1. Press it. Round it. Deepen. And then push up. Downward. Facing dog. Woo! Take a big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth, and take that right leg, kick it up. Stack your hip. Let that bend, knee bend, foot dangle behind you. Make big circles. And then reverse it. And your last one. And then kick that leg out to the side and just hold it out to the side. Tap the floor and lift it up. To the side, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift. Your arms are long, tailbones to the sky, standing on that left leg. 3-legged dog with side extension with your right leg. And lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. 8 more. Lift for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one, lift it up, then kick that leg up behind you, stacking that hip, open it up, and then bring that leg all the way through, drop to your back knee, press into those hips. Anjaneyasana, really press in, deep and down, and then you're going to kickstand that back leg, rotate your hand down to the back, and open up, kneeling side plank. So it's your left knee down, left hand down, right hand up. Legs extended, foot is flexed. And then little pulses in that leg, little pulses. Now point your toe and make little circles. Little circles, little circles. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. Reverse that circle, leg is long. Align that foot with your hip to the best of your ability. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Tap the floor and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Give me 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, lift it up. Bring it center, hand comes down out of the mat, out of the sky. Rotate, now you're facing the back of your mat. Take that leg, pull that knee up towards your shoulder and press it back. Pull it in, press it back, pull it in, press it back. Pull it in, press, and press, and press, and press. Pull it in, press it back, pull it in, press it back. Press, keep that knee high to the shoulder. You got 8, you got 7, you got 6, you got 5, you got 4, you got 3, you got 2. Last one, kick it up. Center that hip, pull that knee in chin, chest, knee in heart center. Kick it up high. Pull it in center, kick it up high. Center to high, knee to chest, high, knee to chin. Kick it high, pull it in, press it back, pull it in, press it back. Kick it high. Breathe in, breathe out for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Your last one. Kick it up behind you. Drop to your left forearm. Roll open. Reach that right arm back up. Drop down to your hip. And then pull that knee up, or you can take both legs and pull both knees up. Reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull. You're either one leg or both legs. Your left knee can stay on the mat, or you can just pull the right knee up, or you can clam those feet together and pull those knees up. You got 8, you got 7, you got 6, you got 5, you got 4, you got 3, you got 2. Last one, now pull those knees together. Lift those feet together. You're going to place your hand behind your head. You're going to close those knees, close down your chest, and then open those knees up. Close it like a clam, then open up. Close in, open, close, and open, close, and open, close, and open. Feet and heels together. Knees open and close, just like a clam does. And you rotate that torso down towards the mat with that shoulder and that elbow. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2, you got last one. Open, lengthen, and then press it. Side plank, lift up, hold. Hold in that side plank. You're on that forearm on the left side. Right hand reaches to the sky. Lift, lift, lift. Then rotate to the back. Plank pose. Hold in your plank. Shoulders and elbows are in alignment. Plank pose, hold. Zip through your thighs, press your heels back. Crown forward, don't let your head hang. Don't drop it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold, hold, hold. Take your right leg, kick it up. Tap the toe and lift. And lift, and lift, and lift. You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift it up. Hold it. Now cross the other ankle and hold it. Press and hold it. Hold, hold, hold. Press and hold for 4, for 3, for 2. And then press your hands in. Uncross your ankles. Fully extended plank. Lift the tailbone high to the sky. Take that right leg, kick it up. Bring it through. Walk yourself all the way around to the top into a runner's lunge on the left side. Press in. Press it. Breathe through it. Nice and deep. Hold it. And then lift the torso. Reach it up. Crescent lunge. Reach those arms high. Sit nice and deep. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold in that crescent. Check in. Front toes are forward, back heels up. If you need your knee, you can find it. Engage in that bond at the root of that perineum. Lifting through the sphincters, navel to spine, up towards the sternum. Drawing the chin in, crown up, shoulders down. Feeling the energy moving so you feel balanced. Feeling that rainbow colors igniting through our energy centers and optimal health and wellness. And then go ahead, bring opposite elbow to opposite knee, rotate, revolve. Just palms press in, shoulders are stacked, gaze is up. Now as we're here, you're going to step that back foot up to revolved chair. So step that back foot up, keep that knee right where it's, or the forearm right where it's at over that knee on the left side. And then find your center. So make sure, check in. Those knees are even, there's no sass. Sacrum is centered. Revolved, balancing, not balancing, revolved chair. Sit nice and deep into it. Hold and breathe. And then balancing half moon. So you're going to take that arm out, reach it out, and then stick the left leg back. Balancing half moon. Hip stack, shoulder stack. Gaze is up. If you choose, gaze is up as the last option. Make sure those standing toes do not turn to compensate for balance. You want to try to stack those shoulders, stack the hips. Keep the standing toes facing forward. That foot will try to cheat you to help compensate for balance. We want to draw that balance internally. Again, working through those 108 little energy lines, pressure points of the body. Squeeze and engage, activate, utilize through the atoms, through the molecules, through the chemicals, through the cells and the tissues that create this beautiful living body that is a vessel to your soul. Engage it, breathe in it, be intentional in it. Find homeostasis and balance and unity. And then bring that hand down, foot down, holding your fold. Lift up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Squat deep into your chair, hands prayer. Take a big inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Monkey pose. Gaze forward, step it back downward. Facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Chaturanga, upward. Facing dog. Push up. Downward. Facing dog. Left leg kicks. Stack your hip. Let that foot dangle behind you. That left knee is bent. Just open up, hold it, breathe. And then take that leg out to the side, extend it to your side, flex into that foot, then tap it down to the center and lift it up. Tap it down and lift. So arms are long. Right foot's on the floor in that long, elongated three-legged dog. That left leg lifts laterally out to the side. Lift and lift, lift and lift. Breathe in, breathe out. You got this. Give me 4, give me 3, give me 2, and your last one. Lift it up, stacking that hip, bending that knee, open it up. And then bring that leg all the way through. Drop to your back knee. Press into your hips. Really press and elongate. Front knee and ankle line up. Fingertips down, gaze is forward. Then you're going to cartwheel, kickstand your leg, cartwheel yourself down. Now left hand down, left knee down. Right leg lifts, flexing that foot. Reach the right arm to the sky. And, what's that? Left hand. I know my sides. We're on our right knee down, right hand down, left hand up. Woo! Got my lefts and my rights confused today. Keep that top leg extended. Keep pulsing. Point the toe, make little circles. Little circles, one direction. Little circle. And then reverse it. Reverse, 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 reverse. Breathe through it. Hang in there. You got this. Now tap it down, lift it up. Tap and lift, tap and lift. Tap and lift, tap and lift. 4, 3, 2, and your last one, lift it up, hold it, bring your hand down, drop into that hip, and then pull that knee up into that shoulder, and then press it back. Left knee, left shoulder, press it back. Left knee, left shoulder, press it back. Pull it in, press, pull it in, and press. Pull it in, and press, pull it in, and press. And press, and press, and press. Pull it in, press it back, pull it in, press it back, pull it in, and press. Give me 4, give me 3, give me 2, and your last one, kick it back, Make it center. That leg's up behind you. Then pull it into your knee, heart center, chin to chest. Kick it up. Pull it in, kick it up. Pull it in, kick it up. Pull it in, kick it up. Chin to chest. Knee comes in. Then kick it high. Press into those arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find that extension for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and your last one, kick it up behind you, then drop to your right forearm. Drop that foot, rotate around, side plank, forearm plank. Lifting your hips to reach your arms high to the sky. Hips are stacked. If you need that bottom knee, you can find it. You can stay on it. If you want to lift fully extended, lift those hips a little higher. Balance, hold. And then bring yourself center plank. Shoulders and elbows are in alignment. Hands come out, pressing into the mat. Shift your weight forward. Don't tuck your round in your upper back. Tuck in your pelvis, but don't sway in your back. That's what I'm trying to say. Woo! Now take that left leg, kick it up behind you, and tap and lift. And lift, and lift, and lift. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Lift it up, cross the other ankle. Hold it. Breathe. You got this. Body might begin to shake and tremble. Using that breath as we find unity through the breath. Feeling that internal intelligence within the body, helping you engage fully into your practice. Breathe in, using that breath. Breathe out. Then uncross, press your hands in. Press all the way up. Woo! Press it back. And take that left leg, kick it up. Bring it through and run it around to the front. Runner's lunge. Pulse in. Pulse into it. Open up into that space. Back heels up. If you need your back knee to modify, you can. Make sure your front knee and ankle stay lined up. Walk that foot further forward if you need to. Then hold it and lift the torso. High lunge. Center your hips, shoulders down. Bond is engaged. Deep diaphragmic rhythmic breaths. Connecting within. Drop an inch with that breath. And then go ahead and revolve. Bring hands prayer, opposite elbow to opposite knee as you rotate, revolve. Gaze is up, palms press in. Shoulders are stacked. Fully extended or kneeling. And then we're going to step it up with that back foot. Just take that back foot, step it up. Knees are together. Drop your bottom down. Rotate, revolve. As those shoulders are stacked. Find your center. Make sure your sacrum is centered. So if you need to reach back and feel it, you can. Just check in with yourself. Maintain the integrity. Hold in that revolved chair. Breathe. Our breath is our life force. Utilize it. We can tend to breathe very shallow throughout our day-to-day when we are not being intentional with our breath. This is our opportunity to gain that awareness within. To remember to breathe. This keeps us alive. Keeps us rejuvenated and restored. Now go ahead and take your left hand, rotate center. Take your right hand out. Balance, wait, I did that the other side. That was right. Yeah, left hand out, right leg back. I was right in the beginning. Left hand down, left foot standing forward, shoulder stack, hip stack. So make sure those standing toes, like this leg's always my tricky side. My foot tries to cheat me. You only need a couple fingers down to help balance. Hip stack, shoulder stack, open them up. Breathe in. Again, the last thing that pops up is your gaze. And then bring it center. Shake it out. Hold in that full squat deep into that chair, hands prayer. And then take a big inhale, lift, bring those hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna take the right knee, lift it up. Hands to your hips. And just extend that leg and press it out. And press, and press. For 4, for 3, for 2. Extend, hold it. Now tap the floor. Keep the foot flexed and lift it up. And lift. And lift. And lift. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Find that distry. Helps you balance. That focal point, that gaze. And then begin to take that leg behind you, hinge it. Hands still at hips as we're working on balancing, holding. So that Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Now you can bring your hands to prayer or reach them up overhead. Hold. And then take your hands down, standing split. And then go ahead, find your Virabhadrasana. Balance, hold. Then go ahead, hands to heart. Extend that leg out. Press it out. Then pull it in. Extend it back. Reach it out. Woo, that's hard. Standing split. Oh, this side is like, hello. And then bring it back, Virabhadrasana. Find it. And then bring that knee up and extend that leg out. We got it one more time. You can swoop it back. Virabhadrasana. Hold it. Then standing split. Hold it. And then step it back. Nice and deep, Warrior 1. Back, heel down, lift the torso, reach the arms up, press in. Hold in that Warrior 1 as you deepen down into that Warrior 1. Center your hips, 12 o'clock with your big toe on the left foot. Right foot, turn slightly out. That big toe is about 130 on this imaginary clock you have. Kiss the knife edge of your foot to the floor. Rotate your hips and torso to the best of your ability towards the front. Engaging bandhas. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. Being intentional as we hold in this posture. United with our breath work. The meditative, transcendental state of awareness. As we concentrate into the present. Withdraw from all external distractions, feeling unity and harmony. And then go ahead, archer pose. Lift those front toes. Sit back into that right leg. That toes, the back toes turn out to the back corner of your mat. So you lunge into that back right leg. Left leg is straight, left toes up. And imagine you're pulling a bow and arrow, but your thumbs are going to come on the inside in this mudra of wholeness. And then pull that right elbow back. Left arm is strong to the front. Activating, breathing, squeezing, holding. And then bring it back, Warrior 1. And then come back to Archer. And then Warrior 1. To Archer pose. Warrior 1. One more time into your Archer. And pivot around to the back, crescent lunge, high lunge. Really work your way to get low into that lunge. Nice and long. Hold it, breathe through it. Then hands come down, straighten that leg, step that back foot up. Walk those fingertips out for pyramid pose. Align those ankles, align your hips, forehead towards your knee. Keep both legs straight. Press it in, hold and breathe it. Then take that back foot, pick it up, step it back a little deeper, get into that lunge and lift the torso, reach it up. Nice and deep, right back where you were, nice and deep. Hold it, breathe through it. And then hands come down. Step that back foot up, pyramid pose, walk those fingertips out a little further. Really press your tailbone back, forehead towards your knee, gaze to your back, big toes. Imagine on that tightrope, ankles are in alignment, back toes slightly turned out. Elongate, deepening, breathing. I'm going to pick that back foot up, lunge a little deeper, put it down, lunge into that front leg, lift the torso right back where we were. Hold it, get a deeper expression in it. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands come down, pyramid pose. Straighten those legs, find that balance, and swoop those arms up behind you if you can find that balance, and clasp them overhead for chest expansion. Hold and breathe. Press those palms together. Imagine you're squeezing a beach ball at first, and then try to clasp with those fingers. You want your shoulders rotating backward as those palms press in, hands clasp, keeping joints aligned. And then go ahead and release. Press into your hands. Now that front right knee is by your chest. You're just going to kick that back leg up, and you're going to tap that floor and then lift it up. You're going to stay here and keep tapping. If you want, you can press in and lift it up. Tap it in and press it in. What's happening is your feet are going to, your hands are going to become your feet. You can get some air and press in. Keep that knee by your chest. Back leg lifts, pull that knee in and lift it up. You don't have to get the foot off your mat. If you get that air and you balance, you can stay up there. If you need a wall to feel safe, you can find a wall. And then wherever you are, meet yourself down, step it back, downward dog. If you want to go through a little salutation, upward facing dog, find it. And breathe, hold in your down dog. Take that left leg, kick it up, bring it through, and walk to a straddle. Move side to side. Find that lateral side movement. As you move and engage, breathing in and breathing out. Now center, hold it. Lift up halfway, turn the toes out, find that little pulse into your thighs. Then lift the torso. Keep the pulse into those thighs. Again, squeezing, activating, engaging. And then move those hips side to side. Keep the pulse as you dip in those hips side to side. Reach those arms up overhead. You got 8 more. You got 7 more. You got 6 more. You got 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. Center, hold it. That little dancing little rhythm through our hips breaks up all that little energy. Keep pulsing. And then step together. Open up. Here, just little pulses right here. So you're in a first position plie, just like a ballerina, right? So arms are up. So lower down and lift. And lift. You're going to zip through those thighs. Pull the energy up. Plie and lift. First position, heels kiss. Lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. Again, that pelvis is rolled under. Engaging the bond of the pelvic floor, the navel and the chin. Energetically lift. Then lift. And lift. And lift. And lift. And zip. And squeeze. And engage the activation into the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, all those little energy lines. Those little marma pressure points. Use your breath and use the body to visualize and be intentional and squeeze it in to the depths, through the fascia, all the way through, from the tissues, through the cells, back into the chemicals that made us, into the molecules and atoms that created us from a energetic into a physical. So we work from our physical, through our subtle, to our causal bodies. Breathing in, breathing out. Bringing unity in all these spaces. So we work through all these different dimensions of ourself. We come to that self-realization. That oneness, that unity and harmony. And of love. Of peace. Of joy. We are awakened and liberated to our truest divine essence, in harmony with God, into bliss, In this space, we feel ecstasy. We feel as if we're here living in paradise, right here and now, as heaven is manifest on earth in our reality. Breathe in, breathe out. Unwavering peace comes in. Unshakable joy. Endless love. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Let's squeeze and then step it out. Open right here. And then we're just going to move side to side. Step and step. Step and step. Step and slide. Step and slide. Give me 8 more in that lateral movement, side to side. Breathe. In 4, in 3, in 2, and your last one, center hold. Hands come down. Draw the left shoulder down. Gaze up over that shoulder. Breathe into it. And then pivot other side. Drop the right shoulder down, gaze up over the left. Press into those thighs, open up to those hips. Deepen down, hold and breathe. Then go ahead and release it. Find warrior 2 on the right foot, front edge of your mat. Deepen down into that warrior 2. Center your hips, we'll expand through that heart center, reach in those arms. And then let's find reverse. Get a little deeper into it. Walk that back hand down that back leg without putting pressure on your knee. Front toes are forward, back foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then cartwheel those arms down, side angle. Hip stack, shoulder stack. Now if you're here and you want to try and bind, you can take your back hand and place it in your back pocket. Imaginary back pocket, of course. Press it back. That top hand here, you can hug your shoulder. So you can come just with your hand to your shoulder. And this is your modified bound position. If you want to take your hand, that bottom hand, that right hand, and place it under your thigh and clasp to your booty, you can. If you can find your fingers or your wrist, do so. But what you don't want to do is draw the shoulder to the left, down to the mat. Your gaze does not go down. Your hips stay stacked, shoulders stay stacked, gaze is up, and you find that alignment. Now, if you're here, if you want to find balancing birds of paradise, you step that back left foot up. Keep the clasp in your hands and pull your knees up. I'll show you. So once you're here, your hands are clasped, you lift your leg. Balancing, open up in that shoulder, open up in that hip. Lift, 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 hold, balance, breathe. If you do not have your hands, if you're here with your fingers here, you want to take this hand, place it under your knee, step the back foot up, lift the knee. Just lift the knee and have your hand behind you. Just lift the knee and hold. Balance. So you're working on balancing and opening up the space. Pull the shoulder back, open up. And then wherever you are, bring that leg center, drop it down, and do a little dance. What? Here we are, here we are. All right. Woo! We got that all on the other side. We're going to go through a salutation before we do. So hands to heart. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back downward, facing dog. Roll it out to plank, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Right here, a little bonus for you. I want 25 push-ups. So widen your hands. You can widen your knees, frog your feet, press your hips forward, and then push up and push down. Take it down, press away. Breathe in, breathe out. So you can exhale on that force to give a little more oomph. Hang in there. Wherever you are, you know where you're at. This is each our own individual practices. I am here to facilitate, but this is you. Hang in there. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one, wherever you are, And then press it back wide, knee child's pose. Reach those arms, lengthen. Take a breath. And then pull those knees together. Curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Lift the heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift hands to heart center. Got that all on the other side. Hello. Lift the left leg. And just extend, 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 extend. Press, 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 press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Extend it out. Bring it down, lift it up. And lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one. Lift it up, hold it, then pull that knee in, reach, hands up, keep the hands to your hips, reach that leg behind you. Virabhadrasana 3, hold right here, elongate, and then reach those arms once you find your balance. Ooh, it was a hot mess on the other side. This time I'm like, I think I can hold it. I think as I say that and I fall over. And then bring your hands down, forehead towards your knee, kick that leg out. For a standing split. And then slowly pivot yourself back up. Virabhadrasana 3. You can hold your hands at heart. You can extend those arms, make the letter T. And then pull that knee in and extend that leg out. Then bring it back, extend it back. Virabhadrasana 3, hold warrior 3. Hold it, again, find it. Then execute the standing split. And again, Virabhadrasana 3. Feel it in that thigh. Hang in there. And then pull that knee. Extend that leg. And this time, if you want to just swoop that leg back, Virabhadrasana 3. Hold it. Elongate. Balance. And then standing split. Lift that leg. Forehead towards that knee. And then step it back. Warrior 1. Nice and deep. Lift the torso. Check in. Right toes forward, 12 o'clock, that imaginary clock. Left heel, kiss it. Roll that knife edge of the foot to the floor. Mwah, mwah, little kisses. And your big toe is about 11:30. Rotate those torso and your hips towards the front to the best of your ability. Shoulders are down, lunging deep into your front thigh, elongating your back leg. Feeling length and strength and harmony. So we link the breath. And the concentration of withdrawing the senses into a meditative state of awareness. Just as observing without judgment, without attachment. And then shift your weight back into, pivot that back toes on your left leg towards the corner. That right leg stays straight, the toes lift. We're in our archer pose, roll the pelvis under, thumbs on the inside. So we are whole and complete. Archer pose, pull the left elbow back, right arms right, nice and strong. Feeling empowered right here in that archer. Courageous. Switch. Bend in the back leg. There you go. And then pivot to the front. Warrior 1. And then back. Straight leg, right leg. Left knee bent. And then pivot back. Warrior 1. Warrior 1. Lunge it in nice and deep. And then right back to that archer. Remember that front leg is straight, back knee is bent. So turn your whole body to the back. Keep it towards the front. Deepen in. And then we're just going to pivot around to the back, nice and deep into our crescent lunge. Nice and deep in crescent. So now our left foot is our front leg. I'm sorry, our right foot. This whole class, I keep getting my lefts and rights confused. This is my left leg. It's forward. Sit deep. Ooh, how old am I? I'm not in preschool. I got this. I've been around a minute. hold. And then just bring those hands down, step that back foot up just a bit, and find your pyramid. Line everything up. Imagine on that tightrope. Toes are forward. That back toe has a slight turn to it on that right toe. Out. Press your tailbone back. Reach those fingertips forward. Forehead comes down towards your knee. Keep both legs straight as possible. You don't have to lock the knees. Just do your best to get as straight as possible, lifting the kneecaps, engaging the bandhas. And then come back to that lunge. Step that foot back. Lift the torso. Reach it up. Nice and deep into that crescent lunge. Hold. Breathe into it. And then hands come down. Find that pyramid. Pull that back foot up. Reach those fingers. Really press into it. Get a little longer and a little deeper in than you did last time. And then step it back one more time. Crescent lunge. Lift it up. Reach those arms. Sit deep. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then hands come down. Pyramid. Walk those fingers out. Forehead towards your knee. And then press into those hands and then kick your back leg up. Your right leg's up, left leg's forward. And then you're going to tap that floor and you're going to press in and just lift. Press and lift. Keep that knee towards your chest. Your hands become your feet. If you want to start getting some air, pressing up, press up, press up. If you want to try to catch some air and stay up, stay up. And then wherever you are, woo, meet yourself back into downward facing dog. Go through a little chaturanga if you choose, just an option. Push up, down dog. Take that right leg, kick it up, stack your hip, bring it through, and walk to your center straddle. And move Skandasana side to side. Move and groove. And then hold it center. Lift up halfway, lifting that tailbone. Exhale, fold. Hands to your ankles, gaze between your legs. And then fingertips come down, toes turn out. Pulse into those thighs. Really get deep into your practice, into your goddess and center. Hold it, lift the torso. Hands to hips, rock into those hips. Pulse into those thighs as you rock side to side. Woo! Whew. Loosen it up, waking up. Feeling that aliveness within us. Cells, every part of us, the tissues, the ligaments, the joints, every organ is balancing and dancing. Center hold, little pulse, little pulse. Reach the arms out, then lift them up. Take them out, then lift them up. Take them out, lift them up, hold it. Then step together, first position. Toes turn out, heels kiss. Lower down and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Squeeze through your thighs, toes turn out, heels are kissing. Zip all the way up through those thighs. The pelvic floor, through your spinal column. Keep the chin in. Lift and lift. Play as deep as you can without making a duck booty. So you don't want to push your butt back and lift it up. That's not what we're doing. We're playing down, lifting up, and lift. It's like a plumb line. Take it down, lift, zip, and squeeze. Plie and lift. Feel the energy moving in and out of the body with the breath. To rejuvenate, restore, and renew, building that vitality and wellness within our entire mind, body, spirit system. Our journey begins here on our mats this morning, but our practice can carry us through our day with that clear vision. clear mind, a positive mindset. So it's through our process and reasoning to move energetically through our physical body, awakening the mental and emotional aspects of our being in a state of awareness. Then we can connect to that processing and reasoning with truth and clarity. It's in this space that we can find peace of mind. And in this peace of mind, oh, there's such freedom. So we have peace, we feel joy. That is our truest essence at the seat of our soul. And in that space of joy, happiness is our choice. We choose not to give our power away to anything else because we know this is our birthright. And in this space, we feel unwavering, unshakable, relentless, pure love. And when you combine all this together, whoo, it is powerful. We are empowered into the light of bliss. Breathe in, breathe out. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And your last one, lift up, hold it, then step it out. Goddess pose, step to first. Goddess to first position, and just step side to side. Moving in, moving out. Breathe in, breathe out. Side to side, side to side. Again, everything we do on our mat is we twirl around our mat, right? Because it's a lot of movement that we do. But it's all about energy and working multi-directionally, sequencing through to get every little piece of our being in all directions. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And guys, pose, hold. Feel ourselves in our wholeness, finding unity. Placing hands down, drawing the shoulder blade down to one side, pressing through those thighs. And then other side, switch it, drop the opposite shoulder down, gaze up to the other side. And then lift the torso, find those legs into warrior 2. Lunge into that left leg now. Right foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Open up, expand through that heart center, deepen down. Finding our center. Finding our truth. Feeling enlightened. Feeling lighter. Feeling elevated. And liberated. And then in this space, take that arm, lift up, lengthen, deepen down, breathe in, breathe out. Gaze up through that armpit. Make sure you don't put any pressure on that back knee. So you get your deepest expression of your reverse. And then come side angle. So forearm can rest on your thigh, your hand comes all the way down the inside. And then we're here. If you want to try to bind, you can. So you can stay here. You can keep your forearm on your thigh. You can take that upper hand, rotate through that shoulder, and place as if you're placing your back pocket. And just slide your hand back as far as you can. That left hand's either going to hug your shoulder, and this is your modified bound position. If you want to try to clasp, take this hand, rotate it under your thigh, and just squeeze, pat at your booty. If you can try to find your hands or your wrist, do so. But what you want to do is keep your shoulders stacked, gaze up. You don't want to hinge the body down towards the mat. Gaze stays up, shoulders stay stacked. Once you're here, if you want to step that back foot up and find birds of paradise, you can do so. So you step it up, then you lift the leg that's bound. That bound leg lifts. And then once you lift, if you want to try to extend the leg, you can. You want to pull the shoulder blade back, open up in that hip. And again, if you need to modify, we also want to have our distry, our focal point, engaging our locks to help us balance. If you need to modify, here, your side angle, hands under your knee. You keep your hand around your back, step it up, lift the knee. Balance right here. Hold and breathe. And just do your best right here, right? So it's everybody's practice, wherever you are. And then wherever you are, Step to the top and dance it out. What, what? All right, all right. Feeling good, feeling good. Okay. Woo! All right. Yeah, hello. Feeling good, feeling good. Lifting those heels, dropping those toes. I did forget one little thing in the very beginning that we have to go right back to. So take a big inhale, lift. I'm owning it. Exhale, fold. Step it back, downward facing dog. Take that right, let's see, how am I going to get us over there? Take your left foot over, drop to your back, right knee, and come side plank. My little clammies, I forgot them. Fourth, so you're on your left side. Feet come up. I remember holding in side plank going, I know I'm doing something here. What did I do? I can't remember. And it was in the beginning. All right, feet here. Pull that knee up and extend it out. So you can either keep that bottom knee on the floor and just pull the top, or pull both feet together, clan feet together, pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Release, we're getting it. Didn't forget, you're not in balance. My body always comes back to it because I know I can feel the difference. It literally is like energy, you know, you can feel in your body. So I'm always going to try to remember if I forget something. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one, pull it up, hold it. Now feet are together, you're going to come close. So knees come close, elbows tucked down, and then open up. Come close, open, close and open, close and open, close and open, close and open. Close. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, and release. And then shoot yourself back to the top of your mat. But now that we're here, we're just going to stay down here and come to our garland pose. So drop yourself down into that garland. Knees and shoulders side by side. Spine is long. Hands at heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Now again, it's about being intentional, right? So in the beginning, we are really engaging through our energy centers, awakening them. You know, our root centers, our navel centers, those are like our sexual centers in the bottom, the digestive center, then our adrenals, right, our solar plexus, and we have our heart center. Oh, and then we have our through our mind and everything like that, we're working through our pineal gland, our pituitary, working through our mindset. Our throat works through our thyroid and our parathyroid. Connecting to all the internal pieces within us that keep us healthy. So we want to keep these energy centers flowing. So just visualize that rainbow of colors flowing through us. It's like a river. It's luminescence. It's healing and restorative. So we feel balanced and renewed in this space. At the same time, we feel loved, guided, and protected. In this space, we feel unity and wholeness. In this space, we have peace and joy. As we are encompassed in love, motivated by love, encouraged in love, stay in that frequency of love, we are ignited and united in bliss. So go ahead and drop your bottom down, lengthen your legs out. Woo! Good job. Shake them, rock side to side. Lift up, reach up, exhale, fold. You guys did amazing. I know this is a long one. You guys hung in there. Like the first 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes was all about aligning those chakra centers. So you guys did great. Let's go ahead and bring this foot up and place it down. The right foot. I just said bring this foot. You have 2 of them. You can choose. Pull that knee in, hug it, rotate around. Drop that knee down, place your hand around that knee, and get a little deeper in that rotation. And then other side. Pull that knee in. So left foot, hug that knee, rotate it, take your gaze behind you. Is that your back?
Yes.
Wow. She just went like crickety crack. Drop that knee, place your hand to your knee, and revolve a little deeper. I'm like, I'm trying to do that, and that's not doing nothing. Bring it center. Butterfly your heels together. But before you bring your heels all the way to your pelvis, let's first make a little diamond shape right here. Rock side to side. Pull your chest forward and exhale over. Pull that chest forward. Hold. And then exhale down a little deeper. And then lift up in that butterfly, heels towards your pelvis, knees down towards your mat. Pull your chest through, elongate, and then press it forward, deepening. Then we're going to come cow face pose. So you're going to take your left foot underneath, right foot on top. So you can first stay right here if this is all you got. If you're able to pull that foot through and get a little deeper, you want to try to get your knees stacked. You're going to feel the stretch through this glute and this hip, through your IT band. Now it's the right foot on top. So right arm comes up, left hand comes underneath. And if you can clasp your hands behind you, clasp them. If you can't, just visualize it. If you have a towel, a sock, a shirt, a blanket, anything, a strap, whatever you got, then hinge your body forward. And then lift it up. And then place this foot down and just rotate around. Opposite hand, opposite elbow. Opposite hand to this knee. So rotate around. So you can take this opposite elbow around the outer edge of your thigh and get a little deeper as you're revolved. And again, if you want to bind, you take this hand underneath and wiggle your hand back behind you. This back hand, which is your right shoulder, can clasp through around the back of you to clasp for your left fingers. So still that right leg on top, left arm crosses over, rotate, revolve, gaze goes behind you. And if you're able to clasp those fingers, you can't. Just an option. All places to grow in your practice. You can stay right where you are, wherever it works for you to hold in this expression of your posture. Deep breaths. Again, we're internally rotated, so we're just wringing out those internal organs, cleansing them out, purifying the system. And then go ahead and unravel. And then the other side. So cow face pose. So pull the left leg on top of the right. And pull those hips back, those heels back to the best of your ability. And then once we're here, so it's the left leg on top, left arm comes up. Again, those fingers clasp behind you like this. If you can't get there, it's okay. Again, use your imagery. Just bend in those elbows and reach upward and downward with those fingers. And then once you're here, elongate your spine, press your chest forward. Breathe. And then slowly lift it up. Release it and then place that foot flat onto the floor. Take that right hand, hug the left knee, rotate those shoulders. Gaze goes back over your left shoulder. If you want to try to get a little deeper, then take that forearm on the outside of that left knee. If you want to try and bind, you take this right hand, rotate through that shoulder girth, and reach your hands through your legs. Wiggle those fingers. And that back left hand can wrap around your back. You can try to find those fingers. And then rotate your entire torso and gaze is back behind you. Feet are flat on the floor. Knee stays down. Try not to pop it up. As you revolve, breathe, cleansing breaths. Purify the system. Push out the toxins. And then go ahead and unravel. And let's go ahead and one more time, lengthen out. Sit nice and tall. Exhale, fold. And then let's go ahead and come seated into lotus. I got lots more tricks up my sleeve, but I think our time is run its course. So we're going to sit here nice and tall. You can be either half lotus, you can come to full lotus, you can say crisscross applesauce in your modified lotus, wherever it works for you. So just find that comfortable seat, placing palms downward onto our knees. Just take a moment. Just feel the connection within. And then coming back to that mudra with our fingers all touching at the tips and the bottom portion of our hand opened up. As if you're in prayer, but just pulling those palms out, fingertips stay together. And then reach up overhead. Again, just feeling ourselves encased in pureness of love and light. Feeling safe and guided. Having faith in this process. Really, our perceptions and beliefs all stem from a reality of what makes us feel safe. What we want to perceive as a story and narrative that we create. And in this space, we can be liberated and enlightened into a space of truthfulness, feeling that we are loved, that we are protected. And then bring your hands to heart center in prayer. As we're here in this physical vehicle that's vibrating in this energy of beautifulness, fearlessness, as you are designed in the image of God, let's be that light, that spark, and make a positive impact into this world with one another. And as we trickle out individually as these little sparks of light, we can all come together collectively, making a world a better place. Let's take 3 big inhales, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, 1 for the mind. Big inhale for the body. And a big inhale for the spirit. Namaste. Much love and light to all of you. I could not do me without you, so thank you so much for coming and practicing with me.